Stage 1, the audition. You're 13 years old. You're standing in a line outside a building in Seoul. The line stretches around the corner and you can't see the end of it. Everyone in the line is a boy. Some of them are 12, some of them are 17. All of them want the same thing you want. Your mother drove 4 hours to get you here. She is sitting in the car reading a magazine because there is no shade and the sun is direct and the line is not moving. You have been practicing the song for 6 weeks. You have been practicing the dance for 6 weeks. You have been practicing your smile in the mirror because someone online said the audition judges watch your face more than your feet. Your number is 847. You will wait 4 hours before they call you. Inside the room, there are 3 judges at a table. They look tired. They have already seen 846 boys today. You sing your song, you dance your dance, you smile your practiced smile. 30 seconds in, one of the judges writes something on his clipboard. You don't know what he writes. You will find out in 2 weeks by email. The email says you have been selected for a second evaluation. You show your mother the email. She doesn't cry. She closes her eyes for a long time. Then she says, we go back. Stage 2, the training. You're 14. You are now a trainee at one of Seoul's big entertainment companies. You signed a contract. Your parents signed a contract. A lawyer explained the contract to your parents in a meeting room with a glass table. The lawyer said many things. The main thing the lawyer said was, this is a long road. Training begins at 7 a.m., vocals from 7 to 10, dance from 10 to 1, language study from 2 to 4, because the company wants to debut you in Japan and possibly the United States, and you need to be able to speak to fans in their language, even if you are not fluent, because fluency is not the goal. Connection is the goal. Appearance management from 4 to 5. This is a class. There is a curriculum. You learn how to stand, how to sit, how to dress for different camera angles, how to manage your skin, how to eat in a way that does not show on camera. You eat 1,400 calories a day. This is not enough. You are growing. You are 14 years old and you are growing, and 1,400 calories is not enough. You eat the 1,400 calories. You practice until midnight. You sleep 6 hours. You do it again. Stage 3, the survival. You're 16. Not everyone makes it to 16 as a trainee. Out of the 40 boys who entered training the same month as you, 11 remain. 29 of them went home. Some were cut by the company. Some cut themselves. One of them was your closest friend in the dormitory. His name was Jinwon, and he was from Busan, and he could sing in a way that made the other trainees stop practicing and just listen. The company told him his face didn't photograph the way they needed. He went home on a Thursday. You didn't say the right things when he left because you didn't know what the right things were. You still don't know. The 11 of you who remain know something now that the boys at home don't know. You know that talent is necessary, but not sufficient. You know that the company is building a product and that you are one possible component of that product, and that being the best component is not the only requirement. You have to be the right component. You have to fit. You practice harder than you have ever practiced. Not because you love the music more, because you are afraid. That is the honest thing. You practice from fear, and the fear makes you very good. Stage 4, the debut. You're 17. After 3 years of training, they have chosen 6 of you. You are one of 6. The company gives your group a name. The company gives each of you a role. You are the main vocalist. This means the company has decided that your voice is the most important voice in the group. You don't feel proud. You feel the weight of it. The debut album takes 4 months to record. The choreography takes 2 months to learn and refine to the standard the company requires. The music video is filmed over 3 consecutive days with a total of 16 hours of actual filming, and you sleep 4 hours across those 3 days. Your debut stage is on a music program watched by 2 million people. You stand in the wings before you go on. You can't feel your hands. The boy standing next to you, Taehyun, the dancer, the one who has been your closest friend since Jinwon left, puts his hand on your shoulder. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't need to say anything. You walk out onto the stage. The lights come up. The music starts. Your body does what you have spent 3 years training it to do. Your mind is somewhere else entirely, watching. Stage 5, the fame. You're 19. The group is famous, not globally yet, but in Korea and in Japan, and in the places online where people who find Korean music, you have fans. This is the word, but it is not a complete description of what fans are. Fans know your blood type. Fans know which hand you write with. Fans have translated every interview you have ever done into 11 languages. Fans stand outside the company building at 7 a.m. when training begins. Fans follow the van. You don't sleep in a dormitory anymore. You sleep on a tour bus. You perform in a different city every night for 30 nights in a row. Before every show, you throw up from nerves. This is not unusual. 3 of the 6 of you throw up before every show. You don't talk about this. You go on stage and you perform, and the crowd is so loud you can't hear the music in your earpiece, and you perform from memory. After the show, you sign merchandise for 1 hour. You take photographs with fans for 1 hour. You get on the bus. You eat something fast and cold in the dark. The bus moves. You sleep for 4 hours. You do it again in the next city. You would not trade it. This is the honest thing. Even in the worst moments of the tour, you would not trade it. Because when you are on that stage, something happens that you don't have a word for in any language you've studied. Stage 6, the breaking point. You're 21. The group releases its 3rd album. The 3rd album is the one the company needed to be global. It goes global. There are interviews in Los Angeles. There are performances in London. There is a performance at a major American awards show that is watched by 40 million people. You are not sleeping. You have not slept more than 5 hours consecutively in 4 months. Your throat is inflamed, and the company doctor treats it with injections before performances. You perform with injections in your throat. This is normal. This is what normal looks like from inside the machine. Then, one morning in a hotel room in New York, you wake up and you cannot remember where you are for 45 seconds. You sit on the edge of the bed. You know your name. You know the city eventually. But for 45 seconds, you are nowhere. You call your mother from the hotel room. She asks how you are. You say, "I'm fine." You are not fine. You know you are not fine. But the show is in 6 hours, and there is no mechanism inside the machine for not fine. You get dressed. You go to the show. You are extraordinary. The crowd goes further than you expected. You walk off stage. You sit in a corner of the green room, and you don't speak for 20 minutes. Your manager says, "Are you okay?" You say, "Yes." You are building something inside yourself that has no name yet. It will have a name later. Stage 7, the hiatus. You're 23. The company announces that the group will take a scheduled rest period. The announcement uses careful language. Scheduled rest period, recharging, creative renewal. What the announcement does not say is that 2 members have been in therapy for 6 months. What the announcement does not say is that you specifically requested 3 months with no schedule. This is unprecedented. Artists do not request things from the company. The company granted it because you are now too valuable to lose. The first month of the hiatus, you sleep. You sleep 11 hours a night. You eat what you want to eat. You go home to your parents' apartment in Daegu. You sit in the room you grew up in. The room is very small. You forgot how small it was. Your mother makes the food you ate as a child. You eat it. You watch television without knowing what time it is. You go for walks in the neighborhood where no one knows who you are, because this is not Seoul, and even famous people can be anonymous in the places they came from. In the second month, you start writing. Not songs yet, just words. Things you couldn't say on stage. Things you couldn't say in interviews. Things you have been carrying since you were 14 years old, eating 1,400 calories a day and sleeping 6 hours and calling it normal. In the third month, you go back to Seoul. You begin working on songs. You have something to say for the first time. Stage 8, the artist. You're 26. The group releases its 5th album. The 5th album is different from the others. You wrote 4 of the songs. The company was hesitant about the songs you wrote. The songs are honest in ways that the company is not accustomed to. One of them is about the 45 seconds in New York. One of them is about Jinwon going home on a Thursday. One of them is about eating 1,400 calories and smiling at a camera and calling it a career. The company approved them after negotiations. You performed them at a stadium in Seoul in front of 60,000 people. When you sang the song about the 45 seconds, something happened in the crowd. Not the usual screaming, something else. Something that sounds like recognition. 60,000 people recognizing something they have felt but never heard named. You stood at the microphone at the end of the song. You didn't move. The crowd didn't move. 30 seconds of complete stayness in a stadium that holds 60,000 people. Then Daehyun put his hand on your shoulder from behind. The same gesture. 9 years later, the same hand on the same shoulder. And you started the next song. Because that is what you do. That is what you have always done. You started the next song.